Yeah. For now, it looks good. Yeah. So you don't want your inner thighs to be lifting your knees up higher than your hips. You want your knees to release down. Yeah, so your inner thighs release and engage. Yeah, take one leg at a time. And scoot back a little more, Allison. Yeah, so you're really on it, you're not falling forward.
Okay.
Yeah. How is that for you?
It feels like it makes my knees higher
Huh, interesting.
instead of lower, like you know.
Uh-huh, so then try one bolster and two legs. See how that feels. But you gotta feel comfortable, and then once you know your setup, then you know your setup, right? Try that.
I feel like the two is just as high as the bolster was.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it can also depend on the surface a little bit, yeah. So, and then when you roll the thighs, you scoot your sitting bones back, right? So that you don't wanna roll back, right? You wanna roll to the forward edge of the sitting bones as much as you can, drawing the sacrum in and up. And as you do that, continue that lift of the central channel. Lean back a little, Leah, and towards your buttocks. Yeah, so shoulders are over the hips. Ears over the shoulders. Draw the chin slightly back and lift the base of the skull off the back of the neck. And can you sit a little more in your left foot? Yeah. Yeah, as much as you can. Yeah, something new. Yeah. It's okay. Don't push your knees. They'll release. Yeah, they'll release. And then make your teacup hands and bring your fingers on your support or just behind you, but don't lean back, right? Try to stay up. And bring your hands close in so your elbows are gonna bend. Lift your upper arm bones and roll them back, right? And then pressing the fingertips down, lift the sides of the body up from the outer hips to the armpits. And as you do that, yeah, observe how the leg can release down more and maintain that release of the legs and the lift of the center and the side body. And then bring your hands to rest on your thighs, palms can be up or down. Take your index finger and thumb to touch. And find the reverse C in the armpit chest, back of the armpit to the front of the armpit up, and ridge of the shoulder blades down. Not to pinch the shoulder blades together. So you want to have a broadening across the upper back and the collarbones, even broadness. But draw the shoulder blades down and firm the shoulder blades a little bit onto the back. That's the shoulder blades, your mid-back cord. The blades in the back. Firm those onto the spine. Firm those onto the rib cage. Okay. And then just settle into your posture and your breath. If you haven't already. Right, retain the lift of the chest, don't lose that. Let your eyes either look down with your eyes halfway open or close your eyes. So take your gaze down. You're not looking up into your thinking brain. Settle down into your sensing, feeling body. Lift your chin a little, Susan, and draw it straight back. Yeah. Also, Amanda, draw your chin straight back. More. Yes, yes. If you can maintain that. And as you observe your breath, allow your breath to deepen. Allow the diaphragm to move down and the lower ribs to expand and lift up a little like the wings of a bird to create space so the air can come into the deepest portion of the lungs. And exhale completely, pull the belly in. Right, and then inhale, release that. Expand the diaphragm, the lower ribs, and the side ribs. Observe the side ribs. So you can get more opening, you know how we lifted the side body? Open the side ribs. Create more space. The air will just come in. You don't have to suck it in. It will just come in and then slowly release because you're creating a vacuum. And when you release, the air just comes out. You don't have to push it out, right? Inhale the belly, the lower ribs, the side ribs, the back ribs, all the way to the armpit chest. And then slowly release. Let it be peaceful. And then the third part of the breath. Belly, lower ribs, side and back ribs, armpit, chest, and then observe the sternum, the breastbone, and the collarbones. They lift and roll up towards the chin to create the full three-part breath, and then slowly release. Maintain the lift of the chest, maintain the shoulders back. Yes, don't fall forward. Draw the chin back. Lift the base of the skull up off the back of the neck. Get length in the spine. We have an opening chant, we'll do Om together, and then we do our opening chant, call and response. So bring your hands into Namaste Mudra, the prayer position. Press your palms together, and the base of your thumb at the wrist. Put that at the bottom of your sternum and press, and then lift the bottom sternum to the top. Lift that skin and flesh, press the thumbs into the sternum. Now, roll your upper arm bones back, and draw your shoulder blades down, and drop your elbows down. And as you lift your hands up, the elbows come down. Yeah. Press the thumbs firmly into the sternum so you can feel the vibration of the chant. And we'll chant Om together. Take a big breath in. Om. Call and response. Sahana Vavatu.
Sahana Vavatu.
Sahana Vunaktu.
Sahana Vunaktu.
Sahaviryam.
Sahaviryam.
Kadavavahai. Jasvi.
Tejasvi.
Navaditam.
Navadvitam.
Astuma.
Astuma.
Vidvishavahai.
Vidvishavahai.
Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Take a little deeper breath, lifting your heart. As you exhale, release your head over forward, chin in towards your chest. And release your hands down to your thighs. Pause here for a few breaths. Continue to root the outer hips and thighs down, releasing the legs. Lift the side body up, lift the center body up, release the shoulders down, and release the head down. Soften the front of the throat, draw it towards the back of the neck. The sides of the throat draw towards the back of the neck, up along the jawline, towards the base of the skull. As you release the muscles at the back of the neck and the base of the skull, curl the chin in towards the notch at the clavicles, stimulating Kurma chakra, withdrawal of the senses. And let the energy of your brain, eyes, and other senses descend into your heart center, coming out of your thinking brain and completely reside in your sensing, feeling body. And keep your sense of self at your heart center, emanating not just from the front, but also to the back of your body and the sides of the body. Particularly pay attention to the sides of your body. And then with your eyes closed, on your inhale, slowly curl up the back of your neck. Center your ears over your shoulders, chin level. And then with your eyes level, take your eyes to the back of your head, not pushing them forward. Dropping down again into your heart center. Imagine that you're seeing, feeling, sensing from your heart center at the back and the sides of your body, as well as the front. And then allow your eyelids to gently open. And then we'll come into Adho Mukha Virasana. So go ahead and extend your legs and just brush out your legs a little bit, and gently massage. And then just come into a soft forward bend. So let your feet point a little bit, let your hands come towards your feet, bring your chin in towards that notch at the clavicles, and just release down for a few breaths. Very soft and gentle. Breathe into your back body, not the front. Keep your abdomen a little bit hollow and gently releasing back toward the spine. And then also find the sides of your body and breathe into the sides of your body. Relax your shoulders. Don't let your head drop too much, right? So draw the chin in towards the notch of the clavicles. And as you do that, the sides of the throat and the front of the throat lift up. So you keep your neck more in line with your spine.
And breathe into the back body and the side bone. Find the sides of your body.
And then slowly slide yourself up. And then we'll come into Virasana forward. So if you need any support on your ankles and knees or hips, heels, you can take what you're gonna sit on the heels. So the big toes tuck the knees apart. And pressing the legs. You know, that can soften your shins, and then we're gonna come into a forward bend from there. Virasana forward. Which means the knees are wide in this one. So that you have space to come down between your thighs. Take a moment to let your legs decompress, spread the flesh, observe where there's gripping, maybe in your calves or wherever it is, right? And soften and let that spread, right? Observe it with no judgment. None of this is judgment. This is all exploration and flow. Have fun. There might be sensation. So if it's too much for you, you back off and take more support, right? And you breathe. Breathe into sensation as best you can. So you might want to have something soft. So look at Susan over here. She's opened up her blanket all the way on the mat and she has it soft under her shins and feet. And then you take another blanket and open that up one more notch even. Yeah, one more notch, open it up. Yeah, there you go. So you have plenty of space. Now you kneel on that and then you can roll up the back a little bit for your ankles if you need that. Just roll the back up a little, yeah, and then walk your knees forward towards the front. Okay, and then you can try that, see that a little better.
Yeah, anything that touches the knee right here, there must be like broken bones in there.
Okay, so then you can, if you need some more support, then you take another one. Here. Like that, so you have a little space. You can pull it all the way up behind your knee. You can come forward, right, you can really get it. So then you have a big space. Better?
Yeah, so less pressure right
Yeah,
there.
so you, as much as possible, we should all become adults in our bodies, means, right? We have to be the young men, where's the young men?
Yeah.
It's here, right? This is it, so you just have to keep getting in there and going, well, I need support, this hurts, where do I need support, and take it. Teacher can give you some advice, but you know, so that there's the outside teacher and the inside teacher, and you're constantly consulting both and figuring out, I found it, this feels good, I'll take it. Right? And then as you're there, things change, right? Then you can adjust your support. So there's no like, oh, it has a perfect pose. No, it's constantly changing. There's nothing permanent, right? Everything's constantly changing. Okay? So now we'll go forward. So the legs are stable and the pelvis moves with the torso around the stability of the thighs to come into the forward bend, right? And then draw the waist a little back for support and your hands on the ground. Spread your palms well. And push down into your hands and then forward into your fingers. Firm your elbows in. So at the bottom of the tricep, that's what straightens the elbow, like the bottom of the quad, right? Grip this, right? And then firm the elbows in and towards each other, up away from the ground. And have your hands towards the outer edges of your shoulders. And look at your wrist creases. So you don't want to be torquing your wrist creases in or out, right? So that everything flows well. And then there's firmness, so your arms are like sticks. So as you push down, you also lift up energetically from the palms of the hands. That's Hasta Bandha, Hasta is hand. You lift that up into the shoulders. And then you come a little more forward. And as you press down and forward, push the buttocks back toward the heels. Get length in the spine and the sides of the body. Imagine someone's hooking their thumbs in your outer hips, pulling them back as you extend the sides of the body forward, not to overextend the arms. Keep the arms connected, outer edge of the arm to the outer edge of the shoulder blade. Wrap the shoulder blades around the outer edges of your body, not to squeeze them in. And not to dip too much the head down, but keep the spine, the neck in line with the rest of the spine. Right, so you might need head support, right? And you can shimmy your ribs in between your thighs. As you come down, maybe the head comes down comfortably. Tuck your chin a little towards your chest, so the back of the neck is long. So a block is somewhat unforgiving, but if that's all you have, you can use it. But draw the side of the throat up. Yeah, tuck your chin, and draw the sides of the throat up and the front of the throat up. So your chin tucks in towards your chest. The back of the neck lengthens instead of dips down. Tuck your chin more, Alice, more, yes, more and more, like that, yeah. So you're gonna move the block a little forward, so it's just the tip of the forehead touching, like the forehead of the hairline, yes. So the neck is in line. Be there for a few breaths. I'm just gonna lock the front door. Find the extension in the sides of the body, from the outer to the armpits to the elbows, elbows to the wrists and fingers. You're putting yourself in a shape, and then you're breathing into the shape. And if you can, put your arms up off the ground and keep your arms strong and straight as you go down dog, that's good. Because then you're squeezing your muscles into your bones, right? And so you're making strong bones, and then you're strengthening for when you have to support with that, when you widen your arms a little wide, yeah. There you go, and then roll your arms this way as you roll the hands and forearms down, and turn your up, yeah. And then you can go like a little more, yes. And curl the tailbone a little bit in, so you're getting some length. Okay, you can turn your, yeah, okay. Tuck your chin more, yeah, more, yeah, firm arms. Squeeze at your elbow joints, yes. Good, okay. Nice and firm. And breathe into the back of your body instead of the front. So that when you're breathing, you're feeling the movement of the ribs in the back of the body, right? And also the sides. Not so much the front. And if you move your head a little forward, your head, yeah. Your head, yes. Good, breathe into that. Good. Okay, and then we'll come up into Svanasana, downward facing dog. So come onto your hands and knees, bring your knees so they're more under your hips. And bring your hands maybe a little forward of your shoulders. And then spread your palms well. So if you have, you don't want to be on the blanket, so you can remove your props, right? You can leave if it's like that, like, yeah, that's fine. Okay, and then you press down into your hands, forward into your fingers, moving your buttocks a little back towards your heels. Observe your wrist creases from your elbows, and it continue to suck the energy up through the palms into the shoulder sockets. Curl the toes under, and then drawing the outer ankles in, right? You press into the big toe mouth, and you lift the knees up, right? And then you straighten the knees, lift the hips, and take the chest, bring the arms towards the thighs. Keep the shoulder blades on the back. Keep the elbows firm, shoulder blades broad. Right, and then find your inner thighs right up by the pelvic floor, widen the pelvic floor and roll the inner thighs and groins back towards the wall behind you. And then imagine someone's hooking their hands into your outer hips, pulling you back from your outer hips, and feel that length in the sides of the body as you pull the hips back. Outer hips to armpits, armpits to wrists. But imagine that the pulling back is coming from the hips, as it is. And then lift the front leg up as you reach the heels back and down. Reach the heels toward the outer edges, so land the outer heels before the inner heels. Right? And then even as you land the feet, suck the arches up. That's Hadabandha. Suck the arches of the feet up through the ankles and legs into the hip pockets. Right? As you reach the heels down and back. Breathe into the side body. Let your head drop. Okay. Good. Push it into your knee. Push down into the hands, forward into the fingers. Even as you take the energy up, squeeze the elbow joints. And if your heels don't come down, that's okay. That's not really the point. It's to get the energy, get it into a standing pose. Get the legs working. Hug the muscles to the bones. Yeah. Good. Widen your hands here too. A little narrow. See one, two. Widen your hands a little more. Good. Towards the outer edges. Yes. Good. Okay. And then we'll take it into Uttanasana, standing forward bend. Okay, so you can walk your hands back, feet forward, and you can blocks if needed. Come into Uttanasana, standing forward bend. Your shirt's hanging in your face. Good. So bring your hands on the ground, don't hold your elbows, okay? And then turn your feet out, widen your knees, turn your knees out, and come to the top. So if you need support, if your heels don't come to the mat, then stand on a blanket, right? What's happening? Yeah, and then you can bring your elbows on your inner thigh, it's not out, but here, right? So that then you can press the knees apart, right? As you bring your wrist down, your elbows press the knees apart. So instead of having your elbows here, you want to lift your torso up, yeah? And bring your elbows on the insides of your knees, yeah? And then push the knees, yes, and you lift your chest. Yes, sit your buttocks down and lift your chest up, that's it, good. Smile, you're on candid camera over there. Okay. Yeah, good, now bring your hands down on the ground. Uh-huh. And then lean a little bit forward and come up maybe halfway. Right, so you're turned down, right, and then let your hips come down in between your thighs, so it's very similar to what we just did kneeling, right? Then you can turn your feet a little forward, turn your toes and heels out, and start to, but keep your knees a little turned out for the moment. So your inner thighs release, and lift your torso, and your pelvis release down between your thighs, and then you start to slowly straighten up your legs. Shift your weight a little forward, you can lean into your hands a little, toe heel your feet in, and come into more hip width distance apart with your feet, and then start to straighten your legs and release your torso down. So you can kind of play around like that, okay? Yeah, good. Release your head, don't hold it close in your neck, okay? And as you exhale, let your waist come back towards your spine, so you're not pushing your waist forward. Release your head again and again, don't hold your head up. Let your head be like a bowling ball, pulling your spine down, tail to head release. And slowly release the hamstrings up away from the backs of the knees towards the buttocks, slowly, slowly. Good. Open the backs of your legs. And then come to your fingertips and look up. Here's where you might want to use your blocks and have your feet more sit bone width distance apart. And you can bend the knees a little, look forward, right? If you're able to straighten the legs, great. If not, bend the knees. Pull the waist in. And then roll the sitting bones down, lift the hamstrings up. Put your hands on your hip. And as you inhale, lift your hip bones up. Right, and descend your buttocks down. And try not to do that too much in a rush, right? But rather really feel lifting the abdomen up and sending the buttocks down. Okay, and then come to sit bone width distance, firm elbows, firm knees, firm arms, legs, torso. Tadasana, mountain pose. Look down at your feet, lift your toes and spread. Right, observe what lifts when you do that. Aside from your toes. The obvious is the toes, but what else?
Arches.
Arches of the feet, suck the arches up like you're pulling up pants. Lift up into your pelvis. Energetically, yes. Good, what else lifts? Kneecaps, kneecaps, maintain the lift of the kneecaps, that engages the quadriceps, the fronts of the thighs. Those also lift, yeah, because they straighten the kneecap. And then also, do you feel your weight shifted back, right, towards the back more, right? So the ankle is where you want the knee over, outer ankle, outer knee, outer hip. So we tend to shift our hips forward over our toes. So keep your weight back to the front of your heel, not the back. Right, and then slowly lower your toes. Try not to shift the weight forward. And if you tend to hyperextend your knees, RT, and so on. Anyone else? Soften your inner knees a little bit forward, yeah. Now take your inner thighs apart from each other, press those into the bones, and at the same time, firm the outer hips and thighs in. So your legs are firm, firm legs, right? Lifted arches, yeah, firm elbows. Good. Inner groin is here. Take it back a little bit, right? So that's internal rotation. And as you do that, take your tailbone just a minute bit forward, like a fish hook, lift it up, pelvic floor lift, that's Mula Bandha, right? Inner ankles to the inner knees, to the inner thighs, to the pelvic floor, all the way up, that's Mula Bandha, all the way up the front of the spine to the front of the throat. That's the front line of fascia, the deep front line. Elbows firm, pull the arms a little back, find the armpit chest, lift the armpit chest without pushing the ribs forward. Keep the ribs over the hips, yeah? But absorb thoracic a little, lift the chest, draw the shoulder blades down and not together, right? Keep the shoulder blades broad and the collarbones broad. Firm elbows, arms back a little. Ears over the shoulders. Lift the chin a little, RT. Yes, good. And Susan? Yeah, good. And then maintain Tadasana, don't let it, so everything's firm, like a tree trunk, right? And then slowly inhale and take your arms up and overhead. And look straight ahead, don't look up. Yeah, good. That's it. Now root down from your outer hips to your feet, lift your inner feet up to your inner groin, firm your elbow joints.
Now lift the ribs up off the hips. Come on, lift the sides of the body up. Connect the side body to the arm. Use the side body to lift. It's not disconnected yet. Bring the elbow joints. Soften the inner edge of the shoulder blades down and bring the armpits towards each other. And then look at your hands for a moment and don't do holding things in your wrists. Bring your fingers all the way together and thumbs up, not back. Yeah. Good. And then look straight ahead. Look straight ahead. Firm arms. Big breath. And now lift up. Strong legs, strong arms, strong torso. Look straight ahead. Look straight ahead. Yeah, don't look up. Yeah, look straight ahead. Tuck your chin more, Archie. Yes. Good. Broaden the shoulder blades at the back. Yes, the upper top. Good. And then exhale and lower your arms. Very good. Come to the front of your mat and we'll do some sun salutation. Just one, maybe two. Okay? And if that's challenging, you can do whatever things that work best for you. Okay? Variations and parts on the sun side. Okay? Two Tadasana from arm legs and torso. So when you firm the muscles to the bones, try to do it deep, deep. And then find your skin and soften your skin. And also the superficial fascia, the connective tissue right under the skin. Can you soften that? You can burn the deeper muscles to the bones. So you're not overactivated, right? Sthira Sukham Asana. Steady, firm the muscles to the bones. Sukham, ease, comfortable. That's the skin and superficial fascia. Pause and relax them. Awesome pose. Okay. Soft eyes, broad gaze. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, come over, Uttanasana. Go bend. As you exhale, draw the lower belly toward the spine a little bit, not in a hard way, more in a soft way. Okay, release tailbone to head. Release the whole torso down. Broaden the buttocks, the backs of the thighs, the pelvic floor. Let the upper buttocks roll in a little towards the front thighs. Okay. Inhaling, come to your fingertips. Step your right leg back, high lunge. Be here. So your left knee over your left ankle. Right, and then look back at your right foot. You want your right heel more or less over the ball of the foot. And then find your inner right groin and extend from your inner right groin to your inner right knee to your inner right foot and heel. Push that inner heel back. Now find your right outer heel. Pull it up towards your right knee. And then pull that outer right knee up towards the right hip. Firm the hips and lift your head up. So don't drop your head. And then think about your left thigh. Drop your left buttock a little, your left thigh parallel to the ground. Now draw your belly in towards your spine. Firm both your outer hips. Flat palms. Step back. Straight arm chaturanga. Push up position. Okay, stay here and breathe. If you need to come down, you can come down. Okay, extend both inner joints to the inner feet. Pull both outer feet to the outer hips. Firm the outer hips. Extend the sides of the body forward, out of the outer hips. Go ahead, extend the side of the body and draw the head up, right? So that, and tuck your chin. Yeah, so when you draw the head up, the spine lifts up and the shoulder blades come to the outside edge of the body. That's it. Draw the thighs up a little more, on the waist. Draw the ribcage up. Yes, more. Yes, and draw the head up, straight up. Yes, good. Here, up. Nope, not here. Yeah, here. Yes, and tuck your chin. Yes. So there's this straight line. Good. Now exhale, bend your knees. Good. Now widen your knees. Push back into that. Your asana forward shape again. Take a few breaths. Good. Deflate your legs. Yeah. Good. Tuck your chin more, Fernanda, so that your neck is not sinking. Yes, broaden the shoulder. Good. And then you're going to come up through hands and knees, curl the toes under, lift the hips up, down, dog. If you need more rest, you take it. Inner groins back, outer hips back. Pull the hips back away from the rest of the torso. Use the leg. Yeah, drop the head. Don't hold the pose in your neck. Breathe. Breathe into the back of the body. Let your head drop. Yeah. Firm arms. Good. Lift the hips and you take the inner thighs back, outer hips back, reach the heels back. Good. And then inhale, you're going to bring your right leg forward into a lunge. So you can lower both your knees down and then pull the right leg forward, or any variation. So then you come to your fingertips. So which means you're not weight bearing on your hands. Throw your left toes under and come up. So you're in a high lunge, right leg forward. Yep, be on the fingertips. Good. Pull the waist in. Now, find your outer right knee and draw it back to your outer right hip. And then draw the outer left knee up to the outer left hip. And look back and extend from your inner left groin to your inner left heel, right? And get that heel right over the pinky toe. Yes, good. Firm the waist. And keep the knee, right knee a little bit out and the hip in. And then you can push off a little and exhale and step forward. Uttanasana. Broaden the buttocks away from the side of the sacrum. Along the outer hips, down the outer thighs, outer knees, outer shins to the outer feet. Lift the inner legs up, widening the pelvic floor. Roll the inner thighs back. Let the frontal hip points come down in between the thighs. Strong legs, straight legs when you're ready. If you're tight, always widen your legs. And you can bend your knees a little if you need to and shift your weight forward a little, Leah. More. Bend your knees a little. Widen your inner knees and inner thigh, not your feet. Knees, yes. Good, okay. And then coming to the fingertip, look up, head up, roll the sitting bones down, pull the waist in. You can take your hands to your hips or you can extend your arms forward and reach up. Good. Don't look up. Just take your arms a little back and descend your buttocks and take your front ribs. So don't lean back, just straight, yeah. Yes, Urdhva Hastasana in Tadasana. So look here. So instead of pushing the ribs forward, try to keep the ribs over the hips, even as you absorb your upper back and lift straight up like you were doing a handstand. Yes, and soften the inner, yeah, and then exhale, lower your arms, good. Okay, do it again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, move Uttanasana. And widen your buttocks, don't pinch it. Widen the inner thighs, okay? And let the outer buttocks come down to the outer feet as you lift the inner legs up and widen the pelvic floor. Lift the front legs up and release the hamstrings up toward the sitting bones. Release the head down. Breathe. Yes, good. Good, and then come to your fingertips, hands beside your feet. And then inhale, take your left leg back, high lunge. Okay, spiral that inner left thigh up toward the ceiling and extend from the inner left groin through the knee to the inner heel. Look back and pull that outer heel up to the outer hip. Outer right knee to outer right hip. Knees over the ankle, right thigh parallel. You're on your fingertips. Waist firm, look down toward your foot without dropping the head. Good. Take your left leg back a little more. Yeah, and pull the heel a little forward. And then bend and sink your right hip down more. Yes. Now pull the waist in, firm the outer hips, flat palm, step back straight arm chaturanga. Push up, in and breathe. Yes. Good, inner thighs roll up, extend to the inner feet, outer feet to the outer hips, and then tuck the chin a little. Right, so that the neck is in line with the rest of the spine. Yeah. Firm the arms, good. And not to sink, lift. Yes. Good. That's it. Good, and then exhale, gently lower your knees and just stay there and breathe. So if you need to push back, you can push back for a moment, right? But then from here, you're going to lift your buttocks, keep your toes curled under, bend your elbows back and lower your chest and chin down. Good, yes. So that's an awkward pose, but we're not going to focus on it too much today. And then glide forward and take your elbows into sync pose. Yeah, with your chest, roll your thighs in one by one, extend your legs, draw the outer ankles in so you're not the heels out. Press the tops of the feet down, lift the kneecaps up, firm the kneecaps. Now widen the pelvic floor and find your tailbone. Move it towards your pubic bone. And then press the bottom of the pubic bone down and lift the top of the pubic bone up. Belly towards the spine. Good. Draw the shoulders back. Lift up, come on, lift, higher. Elbows in, elbows more in. Yes, good. And then push into your hand and lift your elbows up, funny little cobra. Yes, good. And then the shoulders down, elbows up, coil your spine and lift your chin and head, look up now. Take a breath. Good. Now exhale, bring your elbows back down. Press the pubic down, press the feet down, take your hands back. Right? And then pressing your hips down, lift your chest up like locust. Bring your hands back. Yes, keep your feet down. Yes, now bring your hands down and curl up, keep your hips down. Elbows bend. Yeah, elbows in. Yes. Lift your head, draw the shoulder, don't look up. Yes, like that. Good. And then looking in towards your belly. Push back for a moment into that Virasana. Okay. Woo. Couple of breaths. Undo any tension in your back. And then when you're ready, you can move into Anu Svanasana. downward facing dog. Okay, so you take your time. Whichever pose works best for you in the moment. When you come to down dog, lift the kneecaps, inner kneecaps to inner groins, outer kneecaps to outer hips, inner groins back, outer hips back. And then from the elbows, broaden the shoulders, let the waist follow and release the head down. And breathe, your head down once, here, yeah, good. Let your head drop all the way to the mat, yeah. Good, buttocks up, yes, good. And then inhaling, you're gonna bring the left leg forward for high lunge, right? So you can lower both your knees or just one knee, right? And then your left knee's over to your left ankle. Spiral the inner right thigh up. Extend from the inner groin to the inner heel. Pull the outer heel to the outer hip. Firm both outer hips. Outer left knee to outer left hip. Squares the hips. Look down towards your foot without dropping your head. Use your legs and breathe. Yeah. Back your chin. Yes. Yes. The back of the neck is long. Yeah. Like that. Yes. And breathe. Okay. Breathing. I am. That's the most important thing. Always. Good. Now. Suck that outer left hip in. Don't let the knee sway in and the hip out, right? From the waist. And then pushing off a little exhale, step forward. Inner thighs back, outer hips back. Let the front of the point release down in between the thighs. Let the head release. Widen your feet a little. You don't have to go. Right? Now release your head. Yes. Right, if you don't, so the front line I talked about, the front line of fascias, inner leg up the front, inner groin up the front of the body to the front of the throat. The back line, the deep back line goes from the toes along the sole of the feet, ankles, heels, calves, knees, thighs, buttocks, back, neck, head, all the way to the forehead, all the way to the eyebrows. So if you're not letting go of your head, you're not doing the forward bend, right? Let your head go if you can. Okay, good. And then come up, look forward, pull the waist in, from the outer hip, roll the sitting bones down and inhale, come up with the Hastasana. You can take the hands to hips if you need to, and then arms up. Look straight ahead, look straight ahead, look straight ahead, yeah. And be in Tadasana, inner thighs to bones, from the outer hips in, root down from your outer hips to your outer feet, and lift the side of the body up. Come on, lift the ribs, lift behind the side body. Good, firm the elbow joints and soften the inner edge of the shoulder blades without pushing the ribs. Good. Head up a little, Susan. Good. Exhale, lower your arms. Very good. Okay, so now we're gonna do some side poses. So I guess I'm gonna go here and you're gonna turn and face down. Okay. So we'll do so take a couple of blocks. And you guys will see my backside on Zoom, apologies. Maybe Leah, you wanna go here? Yeah. I'm fine here. I'd rather see you, if that's okay. I was hoping. You'll be happy. Yeah. The name I can't think of right now. Joanna, yes, thank you, Joanna. Okay, and so, put your block at the back of the mat. You know, all the way to the highest height. And. It's still close. This. No? Where am I? Oh, I have to be here. Ooh. Okay. Now, sorry for my backside. Okay, so then feet together, Samasthiti. Couple of breaths here. Samasthiti means even standing and feet together. Yes, so it's Tadasana. No, right? You're gonna pose. Don't forget. Okay. Feet together means even standing. Samasthiti. Even Samasthiti. Steady. Okay. From elbows and knees. Yeah. Arms a little back. Yeah, inner groins back, tailbone forward, top thighs back, sides the same thing forward, but don't push the ribs forward. Not ribs to back, ribs. Yeah. And see if you can find more the lift of absorbing this upper spine without doing anything with the shoulder blades. Find this part of your, and so now don't pull the shoulder blades. Just do it here. Just do it here. Don't do it there. Forget this. Do it here. The spine in towards the yes and up. without doing anything here. This is overdone. Yeah, there you go, okay. And then step or jump the feet wide apart. Okay, so you can step or jump, extend your arms and legs. Okay? Good. First time we won't use the block, but they'll be there, okay? Exhale, take your hands to your waist. So you want your, so if you, okay, take your hands out, so for triangle, about wrist over ankle. For warrior two and Utthita Konasana, it's about fingertips to ankles. So go a little wider with your feet. And you're able. Good. And then exhale, take your hands to this. Good. Now find that your outer edges of the feet are parallel. Widen the buttocks and press into the outer feet. Lift the inner feet up to the pelvic floor. Lift the kneecaps, straight legs. Lift your toes, spread your toes, find your arches. Press into the outer feet, and then draw the outer ankles in across the top of the feet to the big toe mounds. See if you can find the big toe mound, pinky toe mound, inner and outer part of the middle of the heel. Straight legs. All the way straight. Yes. And then take your tailbone forward and lift your pubic up a little. Yes. So you upright your pelvis as you do it. I know it. Okay. And then you're going to bend your right leg and turn it out all the way. And you might want to pull your mat a little bit more into the middle of the room. Okay. So when you turn the right leg out, make sure the crease of the groin, the thigh, the knee, the shin, the ankle, and the toe are all turned out. So your left hip can turn in a little bit. And then you bend. Right, so you're moving your right knee over your right ankle and straighten. Do it a few times. Bend and straighten. So you can see as you bend, if your knee travels in, you're tightening in your thigh. Most of us are, right? So so as you bend, look at here. Externally rotate the thigh. Not so much that the knee comes beyond the pinky toe, right? You want to keep the knee traveling towards the pinky toe side of the foot. Externally rotate. Now, stay in the lunge. Right, so the thighs parallel to the ground is ideal. And then look here, inner thigh to the inner knee, wrap around, outer knee to the outer hip. Now, bring your hand at the outer head of the femur, the thigh bone, right where it meets the buttock. Bring your hand there, your right hand. You move that forward. Move that towards the front edge of the mat. And then find your left thigh, put your hand on it, roll the left thigh back and press it back, yeah? And then open the knee and sit a little deeper. Now, lift the right hip up off the thigh, yeah? Press the left thigh back, right knee back, turn the torso to the side of the mat. Yeah, so you gotta turn more and more, lift your hip up off your thigh. Nope, this way, more, yeah. Okay, pull the waist in, lower, yes. Okay, and roll this side back. Yes, put your hand here, push it back, yes, more and more like that, and this, yeah, and then turn your ribs, yes. Extend your arms, draw the shoulders down, yes. This is warrior two. Right, firm your elbows, yes. Good, take the knee back, the thigh back, and not to let your torso lunge to the right. So look, turn your head to the right, keep turning this leg out. Yes, and look to the right. Good, take a breath. And then as you exhale, sit a little deeper. Yeah, sit a little deeper. You got too wide in your legs. This has to lift up, even as you bend. Yes, don't let it fall. Yes, yes, good. And then push the knee into the heel to straighten the leg. Exhale, hands to hips. Take a breath, turn the legs straight ahead. Okay? So of course you can do these, you know, quick and in and out, blah, blah, blah. Or you can really take your time and go, where am I really tight? So that's the idea, right? Okay. Now bend and turn your left leg out. Now your right leg, you can adjust because you tend to get narrow, right? So your back foot, you can toe heel a little out, right? Or in if you're too wide, okay? And then the back foot can angle in slightly. Don't angle it out, okay? Because you want this back leg to turn in a little. So this front leg is externally rotated, right? It's turned out, away from the center. The back leg turns in just a little bit, but then you roll it out, okay? But it's more neutral. So now just go ahead and bend and straighten a few times on this side. Right? And extend the inner leg to the inner knee and wrap around outer knee to outer hip and externally rotate as you go, right? And keep the knee back to the pinky toe side of the foot. And then at some point you stay, right? And then you may need to adjust. You can stretch your toes forward and the toe heel back like that, right? Now, draw your left hand to the outer left side of the femur, move that forward. And then right hand to the thigh, roll that back. So you're opening now your inner thighs. and then you lift your left hip up off your thigh, on the side of it, and bring that knee back toward the peak of the side of the foot, it's a little deeper. Lift the ribs, turn to face this long skinny edge, and extend your arms, shoulder blades broaden down, elbows up, draw the chin in, look straight ahead towards me, look at me. Yay! It's a little deeper, yeah, and when you sit, it doesn't mean to lean, right? Don't lean, lean to the real cloth, I mean, pull your, yes, now don't lean your torso, just bend your knee more, just bend your, yes, and sit down on the couch, yes, draw the chin in, then turn and look with your fingertips, good, take a breath. You can always come out a little and in, back and out, don't torture yourself, okay? Unnecessarily. Lift the belly, drop the buttocks, yes, yes, good. And curl those buttocks under, yes, there you go, so the pelvis is more upright, look at her smile. Good, and then press the knee into the heel and inhale to come up. Turn the feet, step jump the legs together, back to Samasana. So, I'll just show you, okay? So a lot of this happens, right, so the butt sticks out, right, because it's tight, right, the back is tight, right? So come up a little higher, don't go as low, right? And see if you can upright your pelvis and also not lean here. So the pelvis is upright this way and this way as much as you can. Right, and then you extend and you don't do this. You're right up in between, right? You're two. So don't go as low if that's your challenge. Then once you're there, you can try to sit down, but sitting down doesn't mean doing this, right? Or this, right? So you're trying to keep the pelvis neutral as you just bend the knee more. Okay? One more time. Feet together. Firm knees, firm elbows, firm torso. Lift your chest. Don't lean back. Yeah. Coming to you. So your elbows aren't firm. Yeah. Okay. Now just lift your chest forward and yes. That's it. You don't have to do anything here. It's more here. This has to move in and this is to spread here. Yeah. Good. Okay. Now, fingertips together, step or jump your legs apart. Right? Then go a little wider. Fingertips out of it. And then you can adjust. You can continuously adjust, remember. Hands to hips. Bend and turn your right leg out. Heel to heel or heel to instep. And then just turn your back heel a little more out because angle slightly, right? So now you're gonna bend, right? And then inner thigh, inner knee to outer hip, externally rotate. So look here with your hip, look at me, right? Try to lift the hips upright, belly in, buttocks down, right? So a little deeper, roll this left thigh back. As you bring the right buttock and outer hip forward and knee back. Yes, and lift this inner thigh tends to sink. Lift that inner thigh up, don't sink. Lift that inner thigh to the bone, press into the outer foot, don't collapse into the inner foot. Turn the ribs, extend the arms. Lean this way, buddy. Yes, good. And then turn the ribs. Yes. Draw the chin in. And then turn and look. Yes. Widen your stance just a little bit, Allison. Do the back foot. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Now lean back towards the person behind you, especially in your left arm. Left arm back. Yes. Left arm back more. Yes. Yes. Left thigh back, right buttock forward, right knee back. Sit down. Take a breath. Sit down. Yes. And then press your knee into your heel and inhale to come up. Exhale, hand to your hips. Then you turn. Feet parallel. Good. Press into the outer feet. Lift the inner legs. Upright the pelvis. Buttocks down, belly in. Yes, yes. And when you're upright the pelvis, don't push the hips over. Just get the pelvis up. Yes. And inner thighs to bones. Press into the outer feet. Knees straight. Both knees totally straight. Right knee too, Allison. Yes. Now bend and turn your left leg out. Lift your back heel, turn it down a little. Heel to heel or heel to instep. Make sure your your left foot is really turned out. Your knee, your shin, everything. Right? And then bend. And you can always bend it straight a few times. If we're holding it long, come out and in again. It's okay. Extend the inner leg, contract the outer leg. Try not to like lift your buttock up, right? Curl that sitting bone under. Press it forward along with the outer thigh as you take the knee back. And then against that resistance, don't lose it. Press the right thigh back. Lift the left hip up off the thigh. More and more. The hip. Yeah. Good. Inner thighs to bones. Yeah. Turn the way, the ribs. Send the arms, draw the shoulder blades down and broad. Look side to side, see that your arms are good. Oh, pull your arms back more. Yes. Straighten your back leg once. Yes. Good, and then sit a little deeper. Yes. Lift the hip up off the thigh, keep the pelvis neutral, draw the chin back, and then turn the head and look to the left. Good. Widen your back foot, so you can look one more. Toe heel it back. Toe back, yes. Good. Straighten that leg. Sit a little deeper. Yes, sit down. Take a breath. Good. Press the knee into the heel. Inhale to come up. Exhale, turn the foot. Separate the legs together. Master Tiki. Good. Turn legs, turn arms to the torso. Firm this lower belly. I have a big one. Draw it in and up. Right, and then drop the buttocks down, but don't push. The inner have to stay back, the top thigh is back. So you keep the legs like pillars, and you just adjust the pelvis to neutral, and don't sink the ribs. Up, 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 plane up, 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 pull the arms back, and down, pull the arms down, yes, and back, good, stay there. Interesting, when you go to different parts of the room, right, you see different things. Okay, yeah, so you tend to do this. I mean, back ready, okay? You gotta put this back, and lift all this up, yes, side body up, without pushing the ribs forward, yes. Good, okay, so now it's Utthita Parsvakonasana, okay, so separate gentle legs apart. Go wide. Hands to hips, bend and turn your right leg out, left foot in a little heel to instep. Bend your right leg, lift the hip up the thigh, externally rotate, so it's where you be again, right? And turn, arms extend. Good. That's it. Take a breath. Now, as you exhale, you're gonna reach to the right. As you do that, look here. Reach into the outer back foot and reach with the back arm. So there's opposing forces. So as you go this way, you're also reaching the other way with your arm and your leg. Lengthen the side body. Bring the hand on the block right behind the shin. So the arm and the shin tuck. And then sit a little deeper. Take your top hand to your hip. Yeah. Slide it down to your bottom buttocks and drop that buttocks and move that outer hip towards the back foot, right? And then curl the sitting bone under, move it forward towards knee. Take the knee back into the arm as you bring that right buttock forward. And then look here, roll that left thigh up and back, don't sink. Turn the ribs up towards the ceiling. Good, that's it. Now extend your left arm, palm down, and then inhale, just sweep it up over your ear. And when you do that, avoid opening the armpit. Close the armpit, roll the shoulder blade away, and then look here. Bottom shoulder blade, power in the back to turn. Yeah, Susan. Good. Take your arm back a little more. Head up, Fernanda. Don't sink your head. Yes. Good. Take a breath. Reach from the outer right left foot to the left fingertips. And then inhale, take the arm up. Press the right knee into the heel, inhale, pick them up. Sorry, I'm nearing you and sometimes I get confused. And then bend, straighten, hands to hips and turn. Good. Let's step the legs together. That's intense. Yeah. Big arms and legs. And torso. Don't sink. Don't push the hips forward or the ribs forward. Inner groins back. Inner right neck. Groins back. More. Yes. Yes. That helps a lot. Now, upper back forward and up. Don't lean back towards Susan. Lean out forward towards. Yes, not the shoulders, the torso. Forget the shoulders and arms, and take the chest up. Yes, yes. Without pushing here. Yes, I know, I have the same issue. Okay, we'll do the other side. Step or jump, go wide. Or a similar issue. You know, we all have our issues, right? Okay. No one is issueless. Otherwise, we'd be already Buddha. Okay, okay. Hands to hips. Okay. Bend and turn. Left leg out. Right foot in, little heel to heel, or instep, okay? So then you bend your left leg, where to? Externally rotate, right? Drop the buttock, outer hip and buttock forward, knee back. Right thigh back, torso turns, leg is strong, arms extend. Yeah, take a breath. Put it to the knee and step up off the thigh, yes, and take the belly in and the thigh back, yes, and leave it back. Yes. Good, and this up, yes, and this down, yeah, good, good, anymore. Okay, tightly, yes, there, okay, all right, and then take a breath, and then you exhale, reach out. Now, as you reach out to the left, resist with the right arm and right leg, but this is your stake in the ground, and this, and then you lengthen, And then you take the arm right behind the shin, move the knee into the arm, curl, and also you can really, I like to straighten this leg sometimes to move that buttock back. Curl the sitting bone under and then bend again. Curl the sitting bone under, right, press that forward knee back, roll the thigh back, turn the torso up. Yes, more and more, more and more, more and more. Yes, now extend your right arm palm down. Root into that outer back foot and swing the arm over. When you swing it, look at me. Sometimes people do this and then they pinch the top edge of the shoulder blade. Broaden the top edge of the shoulder blade, armpit with the face, and then take the arm and sit deeper. Back leg straight, front leg bent. Bend your knee more. Yes. Turn towards the ceiling. Power that, okay. Power that bottom shoulder blade on the back. And turn up. Yes. Straighten the top arm. Push the knee to the heel. Then you have to come up and straighten your leg. Good. Turn. Step. Not to the feet. Good. So if you can't bend all the way, let's go lower, higher. And maybe you need more height on that side or something, all right? You can rest the forearm on the thigh, but just don't lie down. I just prefer not to do that, okay? Not sitting. Good. So, take your left hand block away. And then move your right hand block in a little and step a little bit into the middle of the room. To the middle of the room. Oh, here it is. We're gonna go that way. So set that. Yeah, everybody has to set the same. When we do the other way, you might have to put them in that side. So everybody step this way. Good. Okay. Tanasana. Ardha Chandrasana. Okay, so when you stand, this is the bow. You don't want that, right? You want to be, here's our shoulders. Yeah. So lift your chest up. Yes, don't sink it. Good. Stay down your feet. Soften your knees. A little back and down. And as you do that, lift the chest out. Yes. So you use those opposing forces. Back, straight knees. Yes. Yes. Good. Firm your kneecaps. Firm your quads. Yes. Engage those. Yes. Good. Okay. Now step or jump, go wide. And stay towards the side of the mat. Yeah. Good. Keep parallel. Exhale, hands to hips. Bend your right leg out. Left foot in a little heel to heel. Bend your right knee, warrior two. Lift your right hip in your waist. Strong leg, press into the feet, out inner front foot, outer back foot. Extend your arm. Draw your head back, turn and look to the right, and warrior two. Take a breath. Now if you exhale, jump to the right, bring your hand on the block right behind the shin. Take your top arm straight up, palm face straight ahead towards me. Yeah, turn your hand to face straight ahead towards me. Yeah. Now, toe heel your back foot in. Okay, so get closer. Move your block a little. Toe heel your back foot in. Your right knee is going to come over your toes. Then you're going to move your block about 12 inches in front of your foot on the pinky toe side. Lean into that hand, and then as you straighten the right leg, you lift your left leg up. Curl the right leg under, and flex your top foot. And lift that leg. Lean into the hand on the block more, Susan. Lean into the hand. Yes. Good. That's it. And then roll the ribs up towards the ceiling. Good. That's it. Just look straight ahead. Very good. Yeah, straighten the bottom leg. Lift the top leg. Good. Move that bottom hip forward and then roll the top hip up. Yes. Oh, good. Good. And then you bend the front knee. Move that knee forward a lot. Lower the back leg close in. And then you adjust yourself back to Trikarjapanasana. And then you come up and straighten legs. Fun. Now move to this side. Black there. Not deep. Don't knock the block over. And then firm elbows and knees. Yeah, thighs back. Hips back. Chin level, ears level, eyes level, face level. Knees straight. Yeah. Grip your kneecaps. Lift your kneecaps up. Yes. Engage your quadriceps. Yeah. Buttocks down. Belly in. Fingertips. Step or jump. Okay, go wide. Okay, bend and turn, left leg out, right foot in. Bend the left leg, extend to the left hand to block, right arm up. Then you toe heel. Shift. You get your blocks about 12 inches, so you wanna end up with your shoulder over your wrist, right? Then you shift your weight, keep using that back foot for balance until you're ready to straighten your front leg. Lean into the block hand. Right, and then as you straighten your front leg, lift the top leg, left the foot, right sitting bone forward, left thigh back, good, yes. Good, Allison. Roll your wrist up to the ceiling and use that back leg, flex the foot, yeah. Push out through the heel, good. And then I'll be your wall, roll that front hip up, okay. Try again. Good, roll that front hip, there you go. Don't leave that, yes. Here, now lift that top leg, lift that right leg up. Lift, 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 oh, no. Good. Okay, okay. Then you come down, bending the front knee, move that top leg down, step back. Right here, you can come out the same way, okay? Come out, We're gonna do it one more time, quickly. You're gonna use the blocker now, okay? Up to you. You can always see your hand all the way down. Okay, move to the right, extend to the right, right arm down, left arm up, go. So use the block or not, just the weight to the right leg, and so when if you don't use the block or you go lower, your leg will go higher because of the angle, right? So you can see what works best for you. Yeah, good. So move your hand more back, because you can sort of make your hand, no, toward me, toward the back of your body, yeah, there you go. This a little forward. Yes, now roll this top hip up. Where's me? Yeah. Yes. Flex that foot. Top leg. Okay. Okay. I know that's a tight. Yeah. Turn this leg. So the toe points straight ahead. There. Okay. Yes. You can use the head on the wall. Head butt. It's good. Yes. Like that. Good. Okay. Use your hand too. Bend your front knee down. Come up through where your knee if you can. And then straight like that. Come to the center. Move a little to your left. To your right, sorry. Take a breath. And repeat. Then turn. We're number 2. Keep the part foot. Shift, you can use the block or not. Shift the weight into the hand, curl the left sitting bone under, roll the right thigh up and back, and reverse. Just straight ahead. Yeah, move that block. More. Yeah, there you go. Lean into that. Yes, good. Here, bring your head look straight. Not up, but straight ahead. Yeah. Good. So just you. Good. Firm this butt. Yeah. Bring that in towards the top. Yeah. Good. Then you bend your front leg. Step down. Step back. What we were being. Good, straight leg, come out to the knee. Woo. Okay, very good. Now we have to compress reach to Uttanasana, wide legged toe bend, separate jump, go wide, keep to the back edge of your mat. Then you bring your hands to your hips, you can have a block in front, whatever you need for your head. Front legs, so press into the outer feet, lift the inner feet up, inner knees, inner groin, tailbone forward. Yes, inner thighs to bones, press the left leg back and the end with the left the pubic bone up and keep the buttock down on the left side. Yes, yes, more like that. Yeah, good. Take a breath, lift the chest. You can absorb the spine here. Head up, and then as you exhale, you come down. Head forward, fingertips on the ground. Now widen the inner thighs and the pelvic floor. Take the inner groin back, outer hips back. Lift the head up, look up. Yeah. Now absorb your upper back. So come on your fingertips, fine. Yeah, now head up, and up, chin up, chest up. Lift your nose up to the ceiling. Higher, higher. Absorb your upper back to do it. Yes. Maintain that. As you come down, you just tuck the chin, right? And bring the head down, but don't push the spine out too much. And then lift and broaden the shoulders and breathe. Good. Palms flat. Yeah. Bring your hands back so the wrists are under the elbows. So it's like tripod head stand. Sorry. Yeah. So it's a kind of a classical press reach up. So that it's like, try around the arms. Yeah. And then keep the weight even, okay, in your legs and your hands and your head, ideally, okay? So, and bring the feet parallel, so toes in, feel out. Yeah. There we go. Mhm. And as you exhale, let your waist come up and under your wrist. Like any forward bend, ideally. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what. Your shoulders, wrist under elbows, align your shoulders, yeah, move the shoulder blades up, no, head bend. Yeah. Good, each elbows in, and then you can widen your feet a little, go over the feet apart, yes, good, good, and then work towards straightening your legs over time, up down, you're don't need to. Good. Okay. You balance there, check your chin, yes. Chin. So then, let's get on forward. Shoulders up. Okay. Good. Straighten your legs. Good. Good. Yes. Okay. And then when you're ready to come up, inhale, lift your head up, come to your fingertips. Tilt your feet in just enough so you can use your leg. Outer buttocks, spread your buttocks, press into the outer feet, lift the kneecap, lift the inner thighs, pull the belly to spine, hands to your hips. Lift your hips up as you take your buttocks down. Straighten your left leg. Yeah, and then totally your feet in. Right. Yeah. And that's the feet. Yeah. Take it. Yeah. Good. When you're unbalanced, your chest up. Really turn knees and elbows. Not the feet. Right. Good. And explore finding the firming of the muscles to the bones while you still soften and spread the skin, right? No, don't bend your knees, straight leg. Just exhale from your belly in and at the same time release your lower back. Yeah. So keep your belly in here. There's no breath. It's just here. So this is not healthy, right? This stays in. Here, expanding the ribs. Here. Yes. Yeah. Yes, straight knees, yeah. Right. Straighten this leg, straighten this knee, yeah. Right, even the weight in both legs, yeah, try to find it. I'm so crooked. Yeah. Good, okay, so now, that was a lot, yeah. So, let us come down, okay? Lie down. So we're gonna do bridge, okay? And then legs up the wall. Okay, so lie on your back. Let's do bridge with a blanket. So grab a blanket. Open your blanket. We're gonna do a couple different ways so you can move around and have fun and don't get too, oh my gosh, she's killing me. So open the blanket like so, and then you're gonna fold it in threes. Like an accordion, not a burrito, over and then back. So it flattens nicely. Like this, okay? And then you will put it on your mat. Where, so your head is gonna be on one end and your butt on the other. So you can, your whole body will be on it, okay? And your knees bent. Watch for a second. Watch me. So see how my head is on it and my butt is, right? And then look at the, so you bend your knees about hip width distance. And then look at my shoulder. I'm trying to roll the outer edge of the upper arm down. Right, so look how lifted the chest is, kind of like a fish, and then I bend my elbows like this. Can you see that? So the shoulders, see my shoulders? Trying to get them, roll the outer edge of the upper arm down, lift the inner edge of the upper arm up, that's external rotation, right? And then you can even lift the chest up, right? And then as you go to come up, move your knees forward of your toes. So that moves your buttocks, do you see? That way, and not to harden, push your belly up or your lower back, keep your tailbone and sitting bones moving towards the backs of the thigh. And then you can roll the shoulders under even more, right? And then you dig your wrists down into your elbows, press your inner feet down, come up and try to unpinch your buttocks and take the outer hips to the outer knees and push into your inner feet and lift. And then you come down and take a breath. Widen, and we'll repeat that, okay? So go ahead and lie down on your blanket, buttocks on one end, head on the other. Make sure your head is on it and your buttocks. Okay? Bend your knees about hip width distance apart, feet flat. Bend your elbows. And then get your elbows close in and roll your shoulders under. Try to get the, and turn the upper arm into external rotation. And bring the shoulder blade on the back and lift the chest even. And roll the outer edges of the upper arms down. And the shoulders down. Okay. Relaxing. Like that. And this one. Shoulder blades down. Yeah, there you go. Good. And then elbows in, firm your arms, firm your legs, roll the outer edge of the upper arm down, lift the shoulder blades. Now, as you press into your inner feet, lift your buttocks up a little, and then you move your buttocks towards the knees, away from your lower back, right? And then you draw the outer knees to the outer hips and lift the buttocks up. So you can get your elbows a little closer in and roll your shoulders under more and lift the shoulder blades up the back. Yeah. Make the upper arm. And move it that. Yeah. 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 You can work in many different ways to find it. Okay, there you go. Good. Good. Come down. Take a breath. Undo your arms. Rest. And repeat. 2 more times on your own, okay? So you can bend your elbows, bend your knees, roll your shoulders under. So look here, instead of being broad and shoulders up, you want to draw the shoulder blades down, take the inner edge of the shoulder blades in towards the spine, roll the upper arms under, push down and lift up. Okay, take the buttocks towards the heels as you come up. And this foot, you want to put the other, this foot in this, in, yeah, there you go. Good. Okay. And then, I'll just do here. The shoulder blades, they come away from the upper back and they move towards the lower back and ribcage. Yes. Elbows close in. Roll the outer edge of the upper arm down with the inner edge of the upper arm up and the back ribs. Yes. Take the buttocks towards the legs. And then take the outer knees to the outer hips, press into the inner feet and see if you can unpinch the buttock. Lift your hip, lift your chest, lift higher, higher. Good. Good. Then, lift your hips higher, higher. Good, higher, higher. Good, higher, higher. Now we're gonna let go, but don't go wide. Lift it higher. Good, and then come down. Take a breath. Rest. And then one more. Good. You getting back pain? No, don't. I'm lifting my butt. Yeah, that happens. It does happen. Don't worry too much about that yet. I'd rather see more lift in your chest. So bend your elbow, come down. And repeat. Okay, one more time. Okay. Yeah. So first thing is. And then lift your chest and just put your shoulders under. Yeah. Go through it and relax. Okay, now you have a long neck. Yeah, that's better. You relax your wrists, they might be doing the job. It's still a spread of your arm. Roll your outer edge of your upper arm down. Inner edge of the upper arm up. Backward. Chin down. Eyes look into your heart. Relax your neck and throat. Yes. Good. Now, keep your feet moving. Good. Now just lift up a little and relax. It's not the end of the world, nor the beginning. This has all happened before. It'll happen again. And then move the buttocks away from the lower back, towards the knees. And then take the outer knees to the outer hips and lift the buttock. Now unhinge. Yeah, but keep using your feet. Press into your feet. Keep using your legs and just try to find that pinch and see if you can do it without that pinch. Take some practice. Don't look up into your brain. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Good job. But yeah, good. Now keep this as I let go. Good. Lift your spine, lift. Yes, look down into your heart. Relax your neck and throat. Draw eyes and face. Good, and then come down. Good, very good. And rest. Take a couple of breaths. And then we'll do legs up the wall. Too close. You will be happy to know Yeah, you can just take Baddha Konasana, that looks nice, a couple people are doing that. Take a breath, take the Baddha Konasana. Feet together, knees apart. You stay on your blanket. Yeah. Not terrible. There's so many ways to do it. And if you're tight, you just go a little further, so. So you encourage that. Yeah. Don't break me like a, chicken. I know, I felt like that before too. I know that feeling. Yeah, so, but for you finding some, your buttocks seem off. So it'd be better if you scoot back and get your buttocks on you. Keep going, keep going. Oh, yeah, you're on. Okay, yeah. Yeah, see now you're going, this isn't pushing on you. Okay, and then when you feel ready, you can come into legs up the wall and use, 2 blankets or bolster. Right, so your hips are elevated and your buttocks descends a little into space. Okay, so be pretty fine. And
My head is in the center.
no, your legs are up the wall. Yeah, your head is in the center.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Yeah. Your butt's at the wall. Okay, where your legs, you move them and your legs are up the wall. And when you're at the book wall, you want to center yourself, maybe go this way, Archie. So that the hook, the hook is on either side of the mat, so that your leg hook between the ropes, right? And then you can use the rope to get your butt close. So you can use the wall too. You just find this. And Emily, you wanna come over here? You gonna do like so? Oh, she might, you know, it's up to you. You can be there if you like. Whatever. Okay. And if you prefer to be flat, that's fine too. So, okay, good, you did good. So, just yes. Let's do wide. That. And if you're using a bolster or blanket, you want to have a little space between, so you might come down and get in between the two. To the right. How's that for you? Feel okay on your back? Yeah. My back's like, what? My back's is a little tighter. No, but I mean, if this is not good for your back, then we'll make an adjustment. So it's not like I should just suffer silently, right? But if this doesn't feel good, then you just have your back flat. I'll use just a harness. Very much. So you may only use two. It's good. It's flat better than very good. But I'll tell you why. Not that I would use that. Sorry. That's okay. I'll say, this is, you like that. Okay, so then do that. Now there's your arms, that's after your eyes. You know, just slowly. Let your feet be a little bit apart, don't squeeze the legs together, have a little space between your legs, so your inner thighs and groins can release towards the rope wall, that's a pretty yellow. And so let your inner thighs and groins move towards the rope wall and the buttocks descend towards the ground, so the hamstrings release from the back, release the sitting bones. Yeah, right to that, is that better? I'm gonna give you a stand back if you like it. I'm gonna give you a stand back. If that hurts your back, what do you do? So you can just stay with your legs straight here for 2 breaths and let your inner, your pelvic floor, base of the pelvis between your tailbone and the pubis, you want that to face the wall, not up towards your feet. Right, so the neutral pelvis, not curling up towards the back of the legs, which will happen in your type, you know, so then you're working towards that. This is good or not?
My spine just extended.
Good, that's good then. Anything that extends the spine is good. And then this, you work on not that engagement, but a release. Yeah, this dropping. This dropping that way too. To feel this in the pelvis.
You're not, your pelvis should be like there, it should be like that.
Mhm.
And then I'll adjust your blades if I may. Yeah, don't engage, don't engage, don't engage yourself. If you're really hard and you're feeling that, don't help me.
Mhm.
Right. You feel that?
Mhm.
Oh, I see, you need space, yes, no. You okay there? This way? Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. But it's too much cheese. Trust me. So you want your back and neck and your throat. No, you want the kitchen. Just peaceful and neutral, not you demanding it do something. There you go. So it shouldn't really be active, it's really just.
It's really, this is our relaxation.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there's a little bit of, trying to find a good alignment and then some release.
Okay.
There you go. This is a rest pose.
So people can just stay here and just have peace, love, enjoy, and fill your heart. Or you can do some like, stuff in life. It's up to you, whatever is better. You do it. So I think three rows, one straight. Yeah. And see how easy that is. Yeah, like you can do like this, right? Actually, you can have this. Okay, this. Yeah. And then go straight. Okay, so you can kind of explore one leg and then both legs, because it's tight with both, right? And then it just becomes like a match between you and your legs. So it's rather you trying to release them than force them into something. Yes, you can bottom up, so like the feet together on the bottom. Like that's a little tight for you, and you can explore one leg at a time. Right? Yeah. Just for that. But yeah, that's like tree pose kind of, like Ujjayi Shirshasana. Right? Easier. Sound. Into it, not looking up, right? Just let go down. Yes, yes, and see if you can find an evenness and this release. Yes, turn, yeah, it's external rotation. That, yes. Yes, it's so tight right in here. Yeah, and I'll straighten that, straighten my leg off. You can use on this side. But, yes, yes. And then you can encourage this little, right, without force. More gentle, like rather than pushing too much, it's moving. Like an invitation. Yeah. And then you go. So we'll be here.
How long? Maybe 4 more minutes. 3 to 4 more minutes, or maybe 3 more minutes, and then we'll do some wind down. So. You can explore movement or not, totally up to you. Yeah. So. You're extending to your heels, push out through your heels, pull to death, that's, and roll the legs, yeah. So the inner legs to the wall, and then drop the inner brain and the sacrum down, no, not up, down. Yes, exactly, yeah, let it, let's go a little closer, both ways. Okay, and press the legs to the wall, yes. Don't go as wide, and drop this down, yes, that way, so you have, this is a little, if you come back, and you're like, and lift your hips up. And then, I think it was too far. Just your nose, get closer. Keep going. Just stay with the feet. Not too much. No, let this go. Yes. Yes, but see if you can do it by release. That one? Lift your chin up. Like it. Look at the thighs like this. Internal rotation. And then this, yeah. Release down this way. Yeah. You partner yoga, husband stand. Yes, don't engage in pull back. Look what happened, look here, you're doing this, look at you, you're doing that. Anyway. Yes. Yes, without turning your feet when. Yeah. The trigger defines always. Squeeze your legs together. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Hold on straight. Okay, then go ahead and bend your knees, slide your feet down the wall, couple of breaths. And then you're gonna push yourself back and roll side to side and move your buttocks off the bolster. You can just keep the bolster where it is, because if it's too close to the wall, that'll be uncomfortable for one of the posts. So push yourself, lift your hips up off the bolster by pushing into the wall with your feet, engage your butt and legs and lift. And then push back and roll side to side as you do it. Shimmy, shimmy, yes, yeah. Now bring your feet on the bolster, knees apart, Baddha. Yes. So go back a little bit more fighting. Yes. See how the knees open. So you explore that. Okay. And then inhale, raise your legs up. And bring your feet flat on the bolster. Widen your feet hip width and relax your groin and your lower back and your buttocks and your pelvic floor. Take a breath. And then cross your legs like Sukhasana, easy pose. Cross the legs at the center of the shin, rest the legs on the bolster. Knees up, knees release. Observe how it's a different release for your legs. More front, inner thigh, right? And groin. Yes, observe that. Yep, and breathe into that. Relax your feet, don't, to your feet, just relax, yeah. Breathe. Adjust your neck, throat, whatever, eyes, jaw, face. You know, palms, shoulders, relax, so don't turn your palms down, right, that's not more active, yeah. And elongate the back and neck, it's easy, yeah, and then relax. Let it go. And then inhale, you raise your legs up, uncross your feet, and bring your feet flat on the bolster. Pause and breathe. Uncross your feet, and relax your butt, relax your inner thighs, relax your groin, relax your lower abdomen, your lower back, your neck, jaw, throat. And then change the cross and slowly release the legs. There. Relax your feet, don't harden the tops of your feet. Good, and then inhale and raise your legs up and cross your feet. Bring your feet flat on the bolster, again, relax your lower back, lower belly, your inner thighs and groins. Adjust your neck and shoulders, eyes down, face. Take a breath, and then when you're ready, roll to your side, a couple of breaths. Okay, and then when you're ready, you come up to sitting. Second, you can do a closing chant, and if you need to go at any time, we're still free. Cross at the center of the shin, release the inner leg, observe any changes. After that, huh? Yeah, there's change. And you can take the Namaste Mudra if you like, press the thumbs to sternum with the heart. And we'll chant one long Om together, and then we have the call and response for the closing chant. So press the thumbs and drop the elbows down. Yeah, lift the hands a little higher than the elbows, yeah. And then lift the chest, yeah. Good, inhale deeply. Om. Asatoma
Asatoma
Satgamaya
Satgamaya
Soma
Tamasoma
Jyotirgamaya
Jyotirgamaya
Mrityorma
Mrityorma
Amritangamaya
Amritangamaya
Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Take a deeper breath, lift the heart, and then as you exhale, bow the head to the heart and release the hands to the thighs and pause here. Again, for a few breaths. We tend to live in the head, so drop out the head and find your heart, your spirit. Your soul, your self, your true self, not the thinking brain. And live there. And expand from there into the back and the side body. Keep the eyes closed and inhale, raise the head up. Keep the eyes closed as you level the gaze and broaden and soften the gaze. And drop again into your heart center. And expand from there into the room. And into the village. And beyond. And then lift your eyelids softly open. Thank you. Okay, my friends.